Good day, everyone. I am Calvin Ocampo, and the topic that I will tackle today is about Lesson 8. These are the contents of this report: employee separation and retention, managing involuntary turnover and managing voluntary turnover, principles of justice, progressive discipline and alternative dispute resolution, employee assistance and wellness programs, job satisfaction and job withdrawal, sources of job dissatisfaction, measuring and monitoring job satisfaction. First, employee separation and retention. Employee separation is the process of efficiently and fairly terminating workers, while the employee retention is the act of keeping employees and retaining good workers. Having a high retention rate means keeping staff members long term, resulting in less time and resources required for training new staff and having the loyalty needed to run a business. Managing involuntary turnover and managing voluntary turnover. Involuntary turnover is one type of turnover that occurs when an employee is terminated from a position, while the involuntary turnover is when an employee leaves a job, whether that because they got another job elsewhere, took an internal transfer, or retired. These types of turnover are typically more expensive to businesses because they often involve the loss of a high performing employees. The difference between them is that the involuntary turnover is initiated by the organization, while the voluntary turnover is initiated by the employees. Principles of justice. First is outcome justice, a judgment that the consequences given to employees are just. Procedural justice, a judgment that uses fair methods to determine the consequences of an employee will receive. And the last is interactional justice, a judgment that the organization carried out its actions in a way that took the employees' feelings into account. Progressive discipline and alternative dispute resolution. Progressive discipline is the practice of using more severe steps or punishment when, after being given a chance to do so, an individual fails to fix a problem. Like in the picture, the first offense would be verbal warning or caution. The second offense is written reprimand. The third offense is suspension, and the fourth offense is dismissal. Alternative dispute resolution, or ADR, refers to an array of methods resolving legal disputes without resorting to the court system. There are 4 stages of ADR. First is open door policy. The two people in conflict, example is supervisor and subordinates, attempt to arrive at a settlement together. If none can be reached, they proceed to stage 2. Peer review. A panel composed of representatives from the organization that are the same level of those people in the dispute hears the case and attempts to help the parties arrive at a settlement. If none can be reached, they proceed to stage 3, which is mediation. A neutral third party from outside the organization hears the case and, via a non-binding process, tries to help the disputants arrive at a settlement. If none can be reached, the parties proceed to stage 4, which is the last, and it is arbitration. A professional arbitrator from outside the organization hears the case and resolves it unilaterally by rendering a specific decision or award. Most arbitrators are experienced employment attorneys or retired judges. Employee assistance and wellness programs. An employee assistance program or EAP is a referral service that can be used by managers or workers to obtain clinical help for different issues. These different issues are behavior change, physical job withdrawal, and psychological job withdrawal. Job satisfaction and job withdrawal. Job satisfaction and job withdrawal. Job satisfaction is the main driving force behind all the various ways of job withdrawal, which we will describe as a pleasurable feeling that results from the belief that one's job fulfills or enable one's essential job values to be fulfilled. The definition reflects three important aspects of job satisfaction. First is, job satisfaction is a function of values defined as what a person consciously or unconsciously desires to obtain. Second, the definition emphasizes that different employees have different views of which values are important, and this is critical in determining the nature of degree of their job satisfaction. The third important aspect of job satisfaction is perception. An individual's perception may not be completely accurate reflection of reality, and different people may view the same situation differently. Sources of job dissatisfaction. Many aspects of individuals and organizations can trigger employee dissatisfaction. This needs to be understood by managers and HR practitioners because they are the levers that can increase workplace satisfaction and decrease employee withdrawal. These are the sources of job dissatisfaction. First is unsafe working condition. Second, personal disposition. Third, tasks and roles. Fourth, supervisor and co-workers. And fifth is pay and benefits. Measuring and monitoring job satisfaction. Measuring and monitoring job satisfaction is very essential in every companies. It helps businesses or companies to perform at a higher level and retain top talent. It also cultivates an atmosphere where workers can shift to constructive participation beyond mere satisfaction. That's all. Once again, I'm Kelvin Ocampo and thank you.